this, we misunderstand what His goodness is. We think God's goodness means we have no problems. We think that the goodness of God means that our lives will be blessed to a point that everything, or that we will have everything that we want, and that life will be easy, and that there will be no strife. And every one of us in here would say, no, I don't think that way. I know that's not the case, except for as soon as God allows any sort of trial in our lives, the first thought is, God, why did you allow that to happen? I've served you, I've done right, why aren't you being good to me? We may not word it that way, but that's what we're thinking. And what we're doing is we're misunderstanding what His goodness is. I mean, you look at some biblical examples who followed God, and you won't find in those examples people with no problems. These children of Israel that we're looking at here, I don't think anyone by any stretch of the imagination would say that life had been a cakewalk for them. No, they've faced adversity and problems every single step of the way. Every place they went from this passage until the present day has been difficulty. Amen. They've faced problems. So would you say God hasn't been good to them? No. Or how about Job, a man who the Bible says was a just man, and yet the portion of Job's life that we know is all about the problems or the trials he was going through. It was far from what any of us would describe as good. In that short period of time, he faced more trials than most of us face in an entire lifetime. Or maybe even an example like Paul. Paul followed God all over what was the known world, preaching the gospel, yet everywhere he went he faced opposition and people who wanted him dead. So did God fail His promise all those times? Was He not really good to them? But here's the problem. Again, we think goodness of God, we think always that mountaintop experience, and that isn't what it is.